Sake Kit Kat. Holy shit, it's actually sake. Shout out to our drinking buddies, specifically shots of sake. Wow, this is really weird to having a Kit Kat. So I got a haul for you guys. Very different haul than anything you'd normally see on this channel, mostly because we don't do hauls. But I just got back from Japan. I spent money on stuff as was expected, and I'm going to share with you, well, show you, not share with you, because yeah, this wasn't cheap. I bought a bunch of stuff when I was in Japan, and I want to show you guys what I brought back. The first thing I mentioned, we have a sake Kit Kat bar. Apparently Kit Kat has a lot more variety in Japan. So there was the sake one. I also brought back strawberry ones. Got a lot of strawberry ones. Then also my buddy John, who came over from Korea, brought me some Korean chocolate that I think that's an orange, except it has a weird nipple on the top of it. Yeah, and then also Pocky, brought some Pocky back with me. I don't know exactly what it is. I know there's chocolate involved, and it looks like coffee beans, so I think it's smashed coffee beans on top of Poppy. So while I was there, I was at Tokyo Disney, and I had to get something for myself, so I made sure to get this Donald pin. I don't know what he's saying. I think it was translated roughly to some sort of like exclaiming, like yay, screaming, or something like that. But in my mind, when I saw it the first time, I thought he was swearing, so I had to get that. So I got a Tokyo Disney pin. Probably very challenging to see. I'll get a nice zoom in on that for you. Also, some of you may know by the vinyl that's sitting behind me, Goofy movie is my favorite movie from Disney, and they had a Max Goof pin. I've never seen that before, so I had to get that. Can't go to Disney without getting a shirt, and this was the most Japanese looking shirt I could find. This I'm sure will be worn in a future video. And then actually not at Tokyo Disney, but just another random store that we went to in Harajuku, I found this towel, Goofy and Max, and a set of Max socks. So something else I learned when I was in Tokyo, anything that is below 1,000 yen denomination, which is roughly $10, is a coin. I needed to get a coin purse because I had all these coins in my pocket. I went to one of the UFO machines, which is essentially what we call the crane game here, and I saw what looked like a pretty easy coin purse to grab, so I got that, and I've been told it's Yuri by the Sea. I don't watch it, so I don't know. I'm sure comments will tell me I'm wrong. And that was the only crane machine I was actually able to succeed in. Those are a lot harder than you would think. One thing that is a given though is they have these gotcha machines. So these are the little capsule toys. So we got some of these. First, I don't know what the heck series it's from, and it's a little blue wearing French maid school girl. Yeah, she's not holding books, she's just wearing some outfit. And then also we have a Mega Man figure. I think it's from Mega Man BattleNet? Sure, why not? Again, from the machines, there was this one that had like tiki style wrestlers or something along those lines, and this one has like a tiger mask on him. So I think that's supposed to be Tiger Mask. I hope. Then we have this one right here. Oh yeah, this one had some pins. The pin that I got, I had a Legend of Zelda, the Hylian Shield, or Master Shield, some sort of Zelda shield. I went by the Robot Cafe, and here, the Robot Restaurant, and here are two Robot Restaurant pins. And then finally we went to an Owl Cafe, and at the Owl Cafe there was this awesome big owl named Bob, and I got a Bob pin. And I don't need that capsule anymore. Also from the capsule machines, this was a Star Wars launcher. It's like a little disc launcher. Well, that's gone forever. In addition to that, there was this Star Wars one that had little mini figures inside of it. And two were just white treatment, and then one was painted, and they look like stormtroopers. The last thing that I got out of one of the random machines, so I went to one of the arcades, I believe it was one of the Sega arcades, and they had a Sailor Moon game. You got this card that has a IRC code on the back of it, which I think unlocks stuff in the game, and it came with a Sailor Moon sticker, just because. So speaking of Sailor Moon, I decided I wanted to get a Sailor Moon statue, so I got this Sailor Jupiter one. Let's open her up, because what's the point of a statue if you can't display it? I was saying how nicely wrapped she was, and then she almost falls out. Oh, and she comes with her arms totally not attached. That's interesting. Nobody told me statues were some assembly required. That's Sailor Jupiter. So I got that when I was down in Akihabara. Akihabara is the electronics capital of the world, essentially, and there's tons of stuff relating to video games and things like that. So it seems like the appropriate time to mention the Pokemon stuff that I got. We got this right here, which was a blind box. I don't know if that's gum or not. I'm not going to be putting that in my mouth. Some stuff that I do know what it is. It is a houseware set. Yep, that's right. And it's Pokemon inspired, so it is a yellow Pikachu-styled desktop. Along with that is a cup of coffee. I know it's coffee because it comes out and it's brown. A teapot, which proves that I was wrong that it is not coffee. God, I'm going to lose so many pieces to this thing. And then, because why not, there are 2 Pokemon books. One has a Pokeball on it, and one looks like a field guide that describes Pichu and Pikachu in it. And oh, it's already falling off, son of a bitch. Has some other Pokemon stuff too. So this is a blind box that has random office supplies. This one is a Charmander. He has a little thing in his fire where you're supposed to put paper clips. So now I need to have paper clips on my desk. And we got a second one because, yeah, I did that. And it is a Pikachu. It is actually a phone case, so you're able to lay your phone in it, I guess. I don't know if that's going to fit around my case. We'll find out, though. Other thing I got over there, so I haven't put it together yet. It's a paper theater. I'm going to do this off camera because I don't want you guys to know how long it took me to put it together. But it is a 3-dimensional Charizard, Charmander, Charmeleon display. Oh, and there was also a Pokemon shirt. I got a Pikachu. I don't know what it says. I'm assuming it's going to say Pocket Monsters. That seems right, right? Surprisingly, also, a lot of Star Wars over there. Found this figure, and it is a Shore Trooper. And it's just, you know, a really cool box, all in Japanese and everything like that. This one I'm probably going to keep in the box because it's pretty badass. Additionally, we found an AT-AT that's very stylized. The guys are very unique sizes, so I'll open that up in a second and show you what that looks like. Yeah, let's do it right now. So you have an AT-AT walker and a little stormtrooper buddy. You could just go into his head. We're not going to worry about posing it yet. Going back to Akihabara, found some awesome blind box Street Fighter figures. This one was inspired by Vega, and it's Vega on his continue screen. And then also here, went to Super Potato, bought some video games, show you those in a second. And it's a Pepsi bottle topper that goes over your bottle top. It doesn't replace your bottle top. It's the Beetle from the Underworld in Super Mario. Speaking of Super Mario, I got this game, which I haven't set up yet, and it looks like it's a balance style game. I don't know, reading the directions is going to be a big pain in the ass. Another shirt that I got. This one was just one of those that it just seemed so ridiculous, I had to get it. And it says Perfect Human. Because why not? Also, there was an Under Armour randomly right near where I was saying, so I decided I wanted to get a Japanese Under Armour shirt. This one says Japan Samurai. Because it seems like the thing an American company would put on a Japanese shirt. Yeah, I played some of Project Diva, the arcade game, and it was actually really fun. I thought the character was really cool. So we got this one, which is a very chibi style effect. So we got the Hatsune Miku chibi statue. And I had to get a nicer one, too, because it just looks better. Let's be totally honest. There we go. There she is. Finally, the games. I went there. I had to buy games because you don't go to Japan without bringing back video games. So I bought a few very special games for me. I haven't even taken them out of the wrapper yet. I got to figure out where I want to display them and such. But I'll work from the most recent and then work its way back. So I have a Smash Brothers for the Nintendo 64 in Japanese. Then 2 games very near and dear to my heart. We have Final Fantasy IV and Final Fantasy VI, also known here as Final Fantasy II and Final Fantasy III. I have some awesome memories of marathoning through both of these games. Going back to the Pokemon a bit, went and got the one Pokemon that we didn't have here. Got Pokemon Green. Then, because it was too good of a deal to pass up, the original Dr. Mario. Blue virus, red virus, yellow virus. Dr. Mario. And then finally, what is currently the crown jewel of my collection, just because I don't know a lot of people that have it, and I'm excited that I do. It's the original Super Mario Brothers Famicom cart. I need to find a good spot to display this, because this is the game that got me started in all of this dumb stuff. So, So that's everything from Japan. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, comment in the bottom, tell me what was your favorite thing that I brought back, and subscribe, check out more videos, and who knows, maybe in 33 more years I'll go back to Japan.